Well, you found it. It is the YouTube debut of the conversation between Mr. Grant Cardone and Mr. Glenn Sanford, where Uncle G shares his thoughts on EXP Realty, and we're getting after it right now. Hey, if you are new to this channel and you're a real estate agent looking to double your business and absolutely dominate your market, then go ahead, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the new offers and funnels before the other agents who don't tap the bell. Hey, my name is Jimmy Webb Jr. and my partner Levi and I, we get calls every single day from top brokers, team leads, and other agents who want to learn more about this thing called EXP. We are looking for 2 key partners in each city. This won't cost you anything, and you can keep 100% of your commission. So if you're interested, schedule a call below, and we'll be happy to see if it's a good fit for you. So recently, Grant Cardone, Mr. 10X himself, and my buddy, Mr. Glenn Sanford, founder of EXP Realty, sat down for a conversation where Grant shared his thoughts on EXP Realty and just how disruptive it has been in the real estate world. So without further ado, let's roll the clip.
But the game's changing right now, and it's changing so fast, it's unbelievable. And so when I saw EXP, I'm like, oh, this is a no-brainer right here. So this is a no-brainer because it solves so many problems for real estate agents that have been undercompensated, yet the consumer basically wants to pull you down, doesn't want to pay your 6 points. But this actually will solve that problem, because that problem's not going away on the commission end because of competition. And number 2, it starts giving the real estate agent upside in playing the game at other levels and getting equity and upside in other people's production.
I have the pleasure of having with me today, many of you know him as Uncle G, but Grant Cardone, and you are hanging out somewhere in North Texas is all I know. And Grant, let me know what are you up to? I saw the undercover. I saw the fourth episode of Undercover Billionaire last night.
Right. Yeah. Well, we watched it over here because I haven't seen any of this stuff, so I don't know how TV cuts stuff, and I can tell you that some of what you view or see is not, it's a lot harder than people. I was there 2,100 hours, and all you see is maybe 300 minutes of the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you looked like you were having it rough yesterday. So just so it was the day you were sort of checking yourself for the old COVID. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when we went back, I went there in late February. Got dropped off in Pueblo, Colorado. For those of your viewers that don't know, I got dropped off there. We were there 2 weeks. I started getting a little bit of traction, like so many of us start a business. I had no money, no credit cards, couldn't use my name, couldn't use social media, couldn't use the app right here. Like I couldn't go get help from anyone, and get dropped off in Pueblo. Never been there before. 2 weeks into it, we get shut down because of COVID. And then 2.5 months later, I get called back. Hey, you want to do it again? I'm like, not really. When you get punched in the face the first time and you don't know what it feels like, okay. But when you got to go back and get punched in the face again, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to do this, So it was extremely difficult, hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I did it, Glenn. It's you and I have had some conversations behind the scenes. I did it really to prove to people you don't need money. I mean, really, you don't need money to become successful. And you don't really need a name. You do need a vehicle, though. You need a vehicle. You need something. And that's why I'm so excited about doing this with you, is because to me, EXP is such a great vehicle. Easy to get into. Everybody needs it. I mean, it fits everything. It's scalable. And there's 2 or 3 or 4 ways for me to benefit and have other people do the same.
Yeah, no, well, thanks for that. And, obviously, today we're going to talk a little bit about your growth conference that's coming up in March. And it's such an honor to be asked by you personally to come and talk about, the successes and the struggles and the things that I've done over the years, but really It's about helping agents understand there's other opportunities out there than maybe just their stale old legacy real estate brokerage.
Yeah, look, you're the perfect person for our conference because 10X is about scaling. It's about going 10 times wider, deeper than you think you might need to. It's about really accomplishing the dreams and the lifestyle you want, not just for yourself, but for as many as 10 other, or multiply that times 10 again and 100 others. And then next thing you know, you're changing communities and your charities, and you're literally making a difference on the planet. Way more than just the way I was brought up, to where families first, which I get it. Family's very, very important to me, but everyone in your network, everyone listening right now, you have the potential. I truly believe this. Glenn more than me, are examples that anybody can make it. Like I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but when you work smart and you have the right vehicle to work on, that's what our 10X thing is, bringing people from all over the world that come into our room, spend 3 days with us, listening and learning from people that have all scaled, both in entertainment, business, corporate industries, startup, new ideas, very disruptive thinkers that make everything very, very simple, so that everyone that comes to the conference can literally leave with a plan on how they can scale to 10 times more than they ever even dreamed may be possible.
Yeah, and I did share the link as I posted this video up. And this conference is basically, for all intents and purposes, free, and then some, for anybody who wants to sign up. And I know a lot of people don't, probably not our agents, but a lot of people don't have a lot of money. And so you've made this super, super accessible, super approachable, where people literally, if they see this, they'd be crazy not to sign up if they have any ambition whatsoever.
Look, I spend $5 million on these events. These conferences can be very, very expensive. I am very much an in-person. I love big events. I did Miami Marlins Stadium, 34,000 people on Super Bowl weekend, by the way. One of the proud moments of my life is to take on something. Everybody told me not to do this. I said, why would you do this on Super Bowl weekend? And it was really because I want to prove that the Super Bowl is not the only thing going on that weekend. And just because it dominates a lot of people's ideas, in 2017, we booked Miami Marlins Stadium, 34,300 people showed up. And it was just like, it was a mind blow for a lot of people to start tearing off these limitations. Oh, I can't do it because it's Super Bowl weekend. We filled the place up. Every ticket's paid for. Like this conference we're doing on March 12th, there'll only be 2,000 people at the event because of the COVID and what's going on. So a lot of people can't travel right now. They can't leave their country. We wanted to be able to make this available to people. When you shrink down to a 2,000 person event and we spend the same amount of money as we spent when there was 34,000, the tickets are extremely expensive. In person are 20,000, 10,000. People are going to be paying 20 grand to listen to you. Okay. and I think they're 20 grand, 10,000, and maybe there's a handful of $2,500 seats left. So we wanted to open this up. It's a profitable event. We wanted to open this up to people virtually free. It's $97 to register, and then I give you a $97 credit at the store. And we kick it off with 5 days of training right before the event to prepare you for how to learn and how to network during those 3 days.
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you the speaker list. I don't know if you've seen the speaker list, but it's freaking like it's insane. But the person that I'm most excited about spending time with, I'm with today.
Well, Grant, you're awesome. And of course, you and I got some plans. We're working on a little behind the scenes kind of a little term sheet of potentially doing some things together for the benefit of EXP, by the way. So just a little teaser for everybody at EXP. You and I are going to do some stuff together.
Yeah, you guys are going to be hearing me talk. You're going to see me on stage at the 10X Growth Conference, disseminating EXP in a way that maybe you're going to be like, man, I need to talk this thing up more.
Right.
So one thing I know how to do is promote. And if you guys stay close to me, I will show you how to promote using social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'm 63 years old. I should not be winning at social media the way I am. I'm probably the oldest influencer in the world. You know, I mean, I don't want that to be my claim to fame, but you know, I didn't grow up with this device just like you didn't, Glenn. And my kids are growing up. They understand how to do all this stuff. I didn't. I had to learn the game. I've only been doing social for maybe 8 years, 9 years. I'm probably a similar age to many of your agents. I don't know if that's true. What's your demographic?
Well, Stu's a little bit younger than the traditional agent, but the average real estate agent in the industry is 54 years old. So, which is exactly the age I am today, by the way. So I am the typical realtor.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Well, actually, my birthday was in October, but I am 54. So.
Okay. Yeah. So the point I'm making to everybody is real estate is a very traditional business, and it has resisted disruption and technology for a long time. I do a lot of commercial real estate, as you know. We bought almost $3 billion worth of real estate. I'm mostly dealing with white country club, 54-year-old people and older, and they don't embrace social. They've never made their money with it, and they haven't needed to. But the game's changing right now, and it's changing so fast, it's unbelievable. And so when I saw EXP, I'm like, oh, this is a no-brainer right here. So this is a no-brainer because it solves so many problems for real estate agents that have been undercompensated, yet the consumer basically wants to pull you down, you know, doesn't want to pay your 6 points. But this actually will solve that problem, because that problem's not going away on the commission end because of competition. And number two, it starts giving the real estate agent upside in playing the game at other levels and getting equity and upside in other people's production. So all the guys, by the way, the people that I'm bringing there, Glenn Stearns created a big mortgage business, a second largest mortgage business in the country. That's going to be good for this conversation. Kevin O'Leary's on Shark Tank, massive for this conversation. All of this gives credibility and credence to what EXP is doing. A-Rod will be there. Mike Rowe, who's known for his work ethic. Pitbull is not going to be dancing, by the way. He's going to be talking about business, how a guy came from nothing and literally created something, and how he continues to do that today. So I got an unbelievable list. And this guy named Glenn Stanford, okay, that's created this, what people are referring to as the Amazon of real estate. I mean, we might be sitting with the next Jeff.
Well, we're going to have to do a few more acquisitions and maybe start up some other verticals. But it's a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great honor to be there with you in March. Get to spend some time with you personally. Get to solidify our relationship even more, and super stoked. So those of you who are watching this, obviously you're at EXP. Share your different state-based groups. Around the world. I mean, we're in 9+ countries now. So if you're in Australia, if you're in the UK, if you're in India, if you're in France, if you're in Mexico, jump in, grab a ticket, participate, because at the end of the day, the energy level that you'll have coming out of this will make you probably $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 more in the next 90 days than you would have been making had you not went and attended and got all of the stuff that's coming out of this conference. So of course we do so much pouring into you guys all the time, but this is just another way, and so inexpensive. I mean, Grant, I can't believe that it's $97, and I truly mean that. I'm not saying this from a marketing perspective, whatever. I mean, $97 to get this type of motivation in real time from people you'll be able to network with and build relationships with, a crazy value. So Grant, any last words before I?
Glenn, we're gonna 10x EXP. I'm telling you. So
yeah.
I want you guys to start thinking about, you guys that are in Australia, the UK. 10x is known in every village in the world. There's no place I have ever been to where they're like, oh, you're that 10x guy. And we have spent a lot of time branding that, and it resonates with people that think about, I got to get bigger. I have to get bigger. I got to get 10 times more time. I got to get 10 times more leverage. I need to get 10 times more customers. I need to get 10 times more marketing. So the 10X rule is a worldwide movement. It's way beyond just me. And so when we put this on top of EXP, it's going to explode it. I'm telling you. For all of you that have been trying to get people involved in EXP, I would tell you to buy tickets for them to come. This is a gift, okay? If you want to give people, get leverage to people to really create something bigger with maybe a prospect that you have in mind. Somebody's going to tell them about EXP. This might be the way for you to say, hey, I want you to join me at the conference. This is a gift. You know, I paid for it, I bought it. I'd love for you to join me at it, at the conference, because the right kind of people on your team are always learners. This is what I know to be true. They believe things will help them. They're no longer skeptics. They want self-improvement. They reach for it. The people that don't want it, that doesn't work, that's a scam, those people can never build your team. I've never had a skeptic help build my team. That might be good for the legal department, but they're not good for the growth department. So if people accept this gift, that you give them to be part of this 3-day event, they're going to be hearing about EXP the entire time, and they're going to be seeing other people, whether those people know it or not, associated with EXP. Names like, I'll just tell you guys, for those, there's going to be some super celebrities that show up. Last year we had Floyd Mayweather popped in the room, Dana White popped in the room. These people are all walks of life. John Travolta showed up unannounced. So those kind of things give tremendous credibility to a movement. Glenn's already created the vehicle. He's got tremendous lift right now for what's going on. You guys see it in the news every day. And then we're just going to throw that last little bit of nitro on it to kick the fire up into over mode, low zone.
Well, awesome. Well, again, super stoked, super excited. Grant, thanks for taking time out today. Looking forward to seeing you here in just a few weeks. It's not too many weeks away. And I know in the background, we'll be chatting on some other stuff.
Hey, I hope you found some value from that conversation with Mr. Grant Cardone and Mr. Glenn Sanford. I think some big things are on their way. I think that's one thing we can all be assured of. But hey, here's what we will do. If you are looking to get your ticket to the 10X Growth Conference, we'll put a link in the description below. And hey, if you want to learn more about EXP Realty, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, or just straight up schedule a call with us and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. Check out the rest of our videos if you like. And with that being said, we will see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.